Yeah, paradise, yeah, yeah. It's somewhere that I've never been before. Psych!
Now, the year of 2022 has been a year of many firsts. We've seen scientific breakthroughs like nuclear fusion, which basically means we're going to see cars flying in the next 10 years, or the existence of microplastics in our blood, which probably means we're going to have cancer the next 20. FIFA finally brought a World Cup to the Middle East, and yes, it was one of the more safer World Cups that we've experienced, but two, it was probably one of the more exciting World Cups that we've ever experienced. Lionel Messi, not the GOAT, because Ronaldo still holds that title, won his first World Cup. That's huge. That's huge. And the U.S., our world's greatest power, I'd like to say respectfully, continues to find itself involved in conflict with Russian aggression increasing and Putin, continuing to stroke his ego, and Ukraine needing constant support. And while dysfunctional as ever, our country's politics continues to make progressive strides, and that's most exhibited in the democratic leadership we have today, or in the democratic leadership we'll have in the future, God willing. Amidst the worldly national first experience in the year of 2022, I, along with many of my peers, experienced changes themselves. And to say that the beginning of my year was anything but pleasant would be an understatement. I was basically learning how to walk again. I'd come fresh off an ACL surgery during Thanksgiving, which was horrible because Thanksgiving is literally my favorite holiday, just because of the So I missed Thanksgiving, and I spent basically all of December through January recovering via physical therapy, Vicodins, and many and plenty visits to physical therapists. And to pile on, make matters worse, I decided not to go to law school. A decision that probably went against every single fiber of my 12-year-old aspirational self. Yet, knowing that I had a love for both law and politics, I got to capitalize on at least one of those dreams. In January 2022, I submitted my application to a program called College to Congress that allowed kids from different socioeconomic backgrounds all across the country and gave them a chance to intern on the Hill, get a job in DC, and infiltrate an institution that wasn't made for people like me or you. Yet what I found was that DC blew every single one of my expectations out of the water. I was experiencing work life and professional life in the city that I hope to be a professional in. I was thrown into the fire. 6 weeks of education, understanding, and specialization. 3 days before my internship ended, I finally got my full-time job offer. And for the last 6 months or so, I've been working with the committee I started with. And ultimately, I feel more empowered than ever to be who I am, to be my greatest self, and to be Bobby Barron-Saka. I'm forever grateful for that time. And honestly, I know I'm going to kick ass in this next stage of my life. And this next stage being 2023. Knowing that these uncertainties, these anxieties, and lack of toolkit directions as to how to navigate life are present amongst a lot of my peers today, I started an initiative, a passion project aimed at highlighting the experiences and elevating the voices of those within my generation. Those working to create, those working to change, make, and those working to be the best citizens. Not in the layman's sense of allegiance to a nation or a coalition, but the best citizens for themselves. The best members of their generation, Generation Z. And in the first season of Citizen, I asked those contributing to provide a 2022 year in review, reflecting on their shortcomings, their successes, their aspirations, and ultimately writing a letter to their 12-year-old self. What came of it was honestly beautiful. When assessing some of the challenges, people like Joey or Christian, talking about lost time with friends, and putting friendships on the back burner, a challenge that many in our generation and many today continue to face. The fear of failure, an experience I know that I go through every single day in my life, that I'm going through right now. Understanding all of this and understanding that these are shared challenges only allows us to be a better collective support, only allows us to be better citizens. In the last year, 2022, I was provided many lessons. First and foremost, you're not owed anything. You are not owed anything from anybody, from anyone, or from any situation. And ultimately, it is on you to make the best of you. But always bet on yourself. These moments of transition couldn't have taught me more than to bet on myself. Be true to who I am and understand what my why is for everything. Work hard and then work some more. Okay? Time is gone. All right? Time is fleeting. 2023, we're coming at you heavy. Have deep faith, not only in yourself, like I said, betting on yourself. Have deep faith in the greater powers that exist. You have deep faith and love those around you. Love unconditionally. When it all comes down to it, when it all comes to the end, love is the only thing you'll have. Love is the only thing people will remember. So love unconditionally. A friend of mine, Lauren Giovanetti, co-host of a podcast called Drink Smarter, Not Harder, talked about showing up and adding value. We got to show up and we got to add value. Understand the power that you possess as a person and add that value. Let people understand why you are you and shine. JK spoke about not compromising for anybody. There's never any time to allow such progress, such a journey, to be compromised by the words, the thoughts, and the ideas of another. Because ultimately in 2023, we're moving unequivocally. And on the note of not compromising for anybody, it's especially important to consider the strides that you have made in this last year. Like Don Freitas said, in today's age, graduating from a 4-year accredited institution is not very much celebrated, but almost expected. No, we're popping champagne bottles when it comes to the obstacles faced when trying to achieve that degree. When it comes to the financial dependency that one must put on their back, whether that be to federal institutions or to their own parents. This is a damn accomplishment. Celebrated like such. And like Ella said in our community contributor posts, when you look back on the year of 2022, realize the change that you've made and realize the transformation that you've undergone. Because ultimately, you're not the same person that you were a year ago. So continue reaching for those heights, continue being aspirational, and continue setting your goals. So what are our goals for the year of 2023? First and foremost, I pray for the growth of this platform, for citiZen. I truly do believe in the power of collective share, and we've been doing this since we've been wee babies. A platform for you, a platform for Gen Z, would provide the most fulfillment. You can stay up to date with everything Bobby Baransaka and citiZen on our socials in the description below. And this year, I hope to master an authentic presence in myself, in my daily doings, and in social media. One that isn't played up or played down, just me. I hope to hold myself accountable for my decisions, good or bad. And lastly, it's the greater pursuit of education. Like picking up a new skill or finding a new restaurant on DoorDash, because I love DoorDash. And DoorDash, please hit my line. I want to know any and everything. And yes, that may not be achievable, but I'll get damn close. Nick Minutago, aka Daisy, you know, the guy who made the Billboard chart-topping #4 song in the country. Nick said that he would tell his 12-year-old self that it's okay to be uncertain about the future. We don't have to rely on the validation of others in order to keep going. Most of the things you try actually won't work out. But if you keep trying, eventually one thing will stick. That's the energy we're taking into all of 2023. One thing will stick. So try them all. Now, I can't promise what the year 2023 will bring, but like the year 2022, I know it'll be a hell of a ride. I can't shake this feeling that the year 2023 will be everything more than just a ride at your local state fair. It'll be the whole amusement park. I guess you'll just have to check in next year for our 2023 year in review. Blessings and bits. This is citiZen by Bobby Baransaka.
Yeah, paradise, yeah. It's somewhere that I've never been before. Yeah, I just wanna be there when I wake up. Yeah, like you better with no makeup. Yeah, paradise, yeah. It's somewhere that I've never been before. Yeah, I just wanna be there when I wake up. Yeah, like you better with